r/AskReddit. What things should people never Google? Tukcha massacre, Dagestan beheading massacre films. Russian soldiers surrendered to extremist forces hoping to become powers. Unfortunately, they were deceived and Chechen commander Umar Idil Sultanov ordered his soldiers to cut the prisoners' throats as revenge for his fallen comrades. You'll get to listen to the cries of young men and their futile efforts to stay alive in these tapes. Edit. As many have pointed out, yes, the googling sounds are quite bad. Hopefully, you have a strong mind and stomach. So I support schools doing web security for their kids. One call we got was they had been doing an engineering class and they actually asked their kids to image search things longer than 6 inches. Yep, don't Google that unless you have safe search enabled. I always get a kick out of looking at their keyword block list. Some of the shit middle school kids search for is hilarious. Explain more, please. Mostly lots of terrible misspellings of sexual terms. Suggestion: if you're worried about seeing images, use Urban Dictionary. This was a brilliant idea. Thanks mate. Today you saved someone from getting PTSD. Anything related to a crime you're about to commit. I sometimes worry about my search history. I'm genuinely quite a curious person. For example, I read about articles involving some crime or another and then inevitably my curiosity gets the better of me and I end up searching for things related to it. The other day I read about someone in my area who got arrested and then released after being accused of taking photos of school children in public. What he'd actually done was take a photo of a bad driver's number plate, but the photo included school children in the background and somebody on Facebook reported him to the police. This led me to Google. Without thinking, is it illegal to take photos of children in public in the UK? If I ever get falsely accused of a crime, there's a fair chance my search history could get used against me. Same. I went down a rabbit hole yesterday and ended up watching videos on how to make meth and chloroform. My first thought was the name of the show you are watching on Netflix, because you get spoilers. Boy am I innocent. Injuries involving degloving. My daughter, who is an obs-gynae doctor, managed to deglove a finger a couple of years ago by dropping a heavy door on it. Blood everywhere. Everywhere. We rushed her to A&E and it got re-gloved. After some more surgery and rehab, she was able to resume her career, including the surgeries that she performs. Jimmy Fallon I think had a degloving injury a few years back and it was the first time I heard of it. I think he recovered fine but after that I quit wearing rings. Hernia gangrene. I worked in a burn IQ wound care unit. I saw this more than I ever thought. Mostly it was older, diabetic, truck drivers. Rate of survival when you got cancer. Found out firsthand. Any Pokemon image search with safe off. Unless you're into that stuff I guess. There was this band from Indonesia a few years back. I don't know if they're still around. They're a hardcore punk band. And they are named after a song called Under 18 by a classic NYC hardcore band called Warzone. A song about shows being all ages and generally inclusive. My friend was over at my place and I played them for him. He decided to Google them for more info. He searched Under 18 Indonesian hardcore on my computer. I'm definitely on a list somewhere because of him. Cyclopia human. I made the mistake after watching Futurama. One of the characters, Leela, only has one eye, but human cyclopia is a lethal birth defect and not the cool sci-fi stuff I expected. Seriously, do not Google it. One year my mom bought some female relatives some nice winter coats, red with black fur trim. She wanted to get matching hand warmers, called muffs, so she googled black muffs. It did not go well. There used to be this subreddit called Enough Internet, which was god awful. There were videos of people dying by chainsaws, toothpicks down dong holes, people cutting off arms. It really changed me. Try typing mountain chicken. It's not bad or anything. It's just stupid. Edit. Thank you for all the likes and the badge. IDK how I got that much LOL. Mr. Hands. The best part is that the video has an IMDb entry. It is currently sitting at the 6th of September 2010. Loli Putin. If you're in the UK then there is a huge warning. Child pornography is illegal. Google ad at the top of the search results. I'm probably on some list now. Google image necrotizing fasciitis, flesh-eating bacteria. Harlequin ichthyosis, probably misspelled, not gonna Google to fix it. Wikipedia. Harlequin type ichthyosis is a genetic disorder which results in thickened skin over nearly the entire body at birth. 4. The skin forms large, diamond-shaped plates that are separated by deep cracks. 4. They affect the shape of the eyelids, nose, mouth, and ears, and limit movement of the arms and legs. 4. Restricted movement of the chest can lead to breathing difficulties. 4. These plates fall off over several weeks. 3. Other complications can include premature birth, infection, problems with body temperature, and dehydration. 4. 5. Makes it sound like what the thing has. Coprophiliac dwarf women with misshapen tits. Why do you know this? For science, of course. Reddit 50/50. I googled it. It's the first and last time I will Google something that's here. I am so tempted and curious, with absolutely no idea what it may be. It is a sub where the title is 2 options. It is usually the worst option of the 2 when you click. First off, in the rare case you're using a shared work computer, front desk, production room, lab, etc., you should always Google in incognito mode. That way when other people, like me for example, use the computer that was previously used by my co-worker for example, you don't see local abortion clinics as a recent search term when you're trying to find a local pizzeria, for example, and treat that as the reason why you're working the holidays because said co-worker is sick, for example. Japanese girls masturbating with a live octopus uncensored, but also random things in penis hole. Any symptoms you have, trying to figure out what's wrong with you through Google is the quickest way to freak yourself out. 2 girls. Oh, who am I kidding? Google. If you Google, every other person around you will think you are an idiot. If you type Google into Google, you can break the internet. 1 man 1 jar, 2 girls 1 cup, Mr. Hands, 2 kids 1 sandbox, dead living, ring avulsion. This is basically just gore. Must resist urge to Google everything. Oh, I have a big list. Run the gauntlet. It's not that bad at first, but it gets bad. I mean me was crime scene photos. No, Bryce Williams video, not that bad. But, I don't advise. Edgine human art, it's not that bad. Just disturbing. Shotgun death bath don't. Of Julia Sanchez live stream video, not that bad. But the situation is disturbing. Gabriel Kuhn and Daniel Petrie, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, I advise reading their story only. Don't look at the pictures. Nikki Katsura death photographs don't. Facial degloving injuries don't. Seriously. Stacy Wilson bus crime photos. Pretty bad. Don't. Body farm. It's really not that bad at all. Plus it's for scientific purposes. Some of y'all gonna Google this, so I even rated which ones ain't that bad and which ones are. Edit. 1 guy 2 spoons. Unpleasant af. 3 guys 1 hammer. Yeah. No. Smile JPG. Just spooky. Man shot on Facebook live leak. This one isn't that bad. And the good news are that the guy survived. Cartel torture. Live leak. No. Only if you're really into gore. Edit 2. Apollo 1 burned bodies, not much gore, but pretty sad. Nice try. FBI. Not today. CIA. Leave me be. KGB. I'm not gay. YMCA. YouTube rewind. Your common cold symptoms. Caution weary travelers. For you are not prepared for what lies ahead. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. r/or. Blue waffles. No, I did not just Google all of the comments on this post. I need some eye bleach. Edit. Why did my most upvoted comment have to be about something this weird? Bro, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content. It's free and that's a great price.